Alright everybody, in the middle of the night, just some trades thrown my way I wanted to throw at you before they get started. So, bodies and wicks, again, everything that I show you is for educational purposes only, and by no means is this any advice on what you should and shouldn't do with your money. Anyway, we have 4 trades that I have been tossed my way. And one here is NZDUSD, and opening at a sell at 65,700. Hasn't got there yet. Another one, we are in a buy position on USDCHF. Entry price is 93,795, and take profit is about 90 pips. With NZDUSD, the take profit is about 70 pips. With Euro USD, we have 3 trades. Don't mind this one. Actually, let me get rid of that one. We have 3 trades going on here, all opening at 1.14850. Right, we have a 20 pip profit level, a 40 pip profit level, and then a 135 pip profit level. It is 2:30 in the morning on July 20th, and we have one that has already started, and that is the SPX 500, entered in at 3204.9. I believe actually, well, it's 3204.87 is what mine is. We're about 30 pips below that, but we have a stop loss of 31.96, which is well below the this zone here of accumulation. So we're hoping it doesn't get past that accumulation zone. The chart did start off pretty bearish today, so I am a little worried about this one, but especially with the London session happening right now, and keeps creeping up on it, but we'll see how it goes, and I will update you folks in the morning. Sorry, I am not showing myself. It is because I am without a shirt, and I just jumped out of bed to put these trades on and to show you guys. So again, thanks for watching, and I will be updating you in the morning. Hey, welcome to Bodies on Wicks. We have another trade that is going, and that is the opening of Euro USD. We are going to buy to sell this one. This trade came through overnight. Just thought I'd give a quick update as far as the others. SPX is still doing well. NZDUSD is, well, it didn't trigger on mine, but it looks like it got to the entrance line, but it hasn't triggered. And USD franc is running. All right, that's the update for the morning, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, so this is like the 3rd time I've tried recording this now. Because the first time I actually recorded this, I didn't have my microphone on, so now I'm recording. I'm overdoing it with my microphone. Anyways, this is the Nash trade, how it basically blew my expectations away. This is at noon whenever I came home from lunch. I did a quick update. This is the U franc doing pretty good. This was the NZDU getting a little positive, not struggling as much. Was hoping to at least get down to that where I saw that take profit 1 level. This was S&P, was doing exceptionally well. This was the euro dollar. We were trying to buy to sell. It went straight through to our stop loss. It never even got to our buy limit or sell limit, so nothing happened with that. This is GPB odd, waiting on a retest. It did retest, but I'm waiting on another one, and hopefully take it even further upward. This was gold. I don't know why I stay on this for a while. I talk about gold. I don't even know what I was talking about whenever I was doing this, because I was hoping maybe it would drop down, but geez, you can see how far up it was. 18, 15, something like that. I was hoping to drop back down to like 18.4. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, especially when I'm looking at a 15-minute chart. But I do have some expectations for gold coming up, and that'll be explained in the next video. But yeah, that's basically what was going on by noon, and now you get to see what I look like when I work. I look like a Mormon. Look at me, I look like a Mormon. It looks like that, an Orgasmo. That movie. You ever seen that movie? That's pretty much. I look like Trey Parker in that movie right now. Anyways, next video. Alright, guys. It is the end of the trading day today on Monday, July 20th. I'll give you a rundown of what happened. I think I started this in the middle of the night last night, and I'll give you an update of what's going on so far, and then I'll end the video and start a part 2. I'm really bad about using this thing, so bear with me. If my logo just stays up there for a while, it's because I forget it's there, and I really don't care to be seen, but whatever. I looked like a Mormon earlier, but I don't look like a Mormon anymore. Looking like, I don't know, like I just got home from work, I guess is what I look like. Anyway, let's get to the charts. So, first was the, I think I talked about the gold spot, how I wanted it to come down, in the middle of the night, or I think before, or at some point it did. They called this, and I think they took their profit and left. Now what we're looking for is, I'm going to go ahead and delete these, because they had taken their profit from this. I think they got quite a few pips out of this, because they started this last week when it was down here, and they took it all the way to the top. Now what they're looking for it to do is to retrace back a little bit. We are going to be doing a long position. Let me get this off of here. They said somewhere around the 1810 mark. Alright, so let's go ahead and place it right here around the 1810 mark. Stop loss around 804.40. Let's put it around here. And the take profit is 1826. Oh, that didn't work now, did it? Shrink this a little bit. So we're still expecting it to go higher. We're just waiting for it to drop down a little bit. And I'm going to guess the reasoning is because of a new wave. Let's see if we do some Fibonacci here. Top of this wave to the bottom of this wave. Yeah, you're going to get below the 38.2. Let me get rid of this Fibonacci here. So he's giving himself some wiggle room in case it goes below. Or I could be mistaken. He could be taking all the way down here, which that could be possibly the case. Looks like he's taking it from the bottom wave, which I'm usually never taught to do that. I'm usually taught to go from wave to wave, but go from the bottom this way to the top of this wave. Looks like we're going to try to be entering just below the 618 level, trying not to get below the 3.82 level. Anyways, that's one of the trades that we're looking to come up on now. The trades that happened started going last night. The first one that we got into was the SPX. Right, got in at 18. I think I got in at 1805. woke up, like I said, I woke up in the middle of the night and said take profits, move stop loss to entry. I only had one entry, so I decided to just go ahead and take the profit. It was right around, let's see here, what time was it? Yeah, 4:15 in the morning. It was probably around the time where it was trying to figure out if it was wanting to go up or not. I thought it might turn around and go back against me. So I took my profit and ran. So it was a good, about 150 pips I think I took. Not complaining at all. However, I wish I would have just moved my entry to stop loss and let it ride, because they smashed the take profit. He actually at the end said to move the take profit to instead of 32.40 to 32.55. I want to say. I want to say it was 32.55.5. Yep. And he hit that take profit as well. So, good day for the S&P if you're trading that today as a bull. Holding it all the way from last night all the way up until today. I think we're going to wait to see what kind of drop it has, if it does have any drop. Maybe a retest on this line here, this 32.41. I think it's 0.1. Maybe a retest off that and then buy off that. That's going to be my most likely scenario if I don't get a call from Wizard. Again, all these trades are coming from Wizard, Mr. Wizard here. I'll drop his information in the description. Number two to set off was USD franc. This was a nice smooth entry. It was, but before I knew it, it was entered and running. See, it was right around, it was just about the time I was starting to wake up. Like I said, I woke up in the middle of the night around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Usually I wake up around every 30 minutes. Once I saw trades go, and I decided to sleep in a little bit until about 5:30. And this one was already going. It took no time to get in the profit. And, it stayed in decent profit. It kind of had a little wave down here at the end, but now it's starting to move its way back up. Not for sure exactly what kind of move we're looking at or how long this is going to take, but we are hoping for at least a 90 pip win, or at least to get somewhere comfortable to start taking some profit and move the stop loss to break even. Don't think we're that comfortable just yet. Number two trade to set off was NZDUSD. This one has been a pain in my ass all day. Number one, whenever I was first watching it enter, I think, was it? No, it wasn't here. I thought it entered right around here, and I was upset because the entry that we had set was, or that he had sent out was 65,720. Right, that was the entrance that he had sent out, and I thought it entered on this one, so and it didn't for some reason, and I even saw it hit that 720, and so I got extremely upset. So I had to wait for this thing, to the point to where I started moving my entrance closer. So I moved my entrance up a little bit, and then it would get to that entrance and then back away, and then move it up a little bit and then back away, and then move it up a little bit and it would back away. So I set my entrance to 65,695. It eventually just kind of plunged right through it, and if I'm not mistaken, it did get out of the red for a little bit. But so far, we've just been in drawback. I kind of drew some lines on here of my own, not really predicting anything about price or whatsoever, because I don't think this has anything to do with it. I was just kind of, kind of showing a downtrend turning into an uptrend. But I think what he was looking at, or what his primary focus was something more along the lines of this. Hopefully bouncing off of one of these. I think whenever he made that call, it was somewhere right around here. So he saw it bounce off of that. He thought it would come up a little bit higher, come in, and then bounce right back off. It hasn't been that case. However, I mean, there's not a huge stop loss, 18 pip stop loss. You know, if it does hit the stop loss, it's not a huge loss. I'm more about risk to reward than anything. You know, I'll go in on 5 trades, you know, with an 18, 20 pip stop loss, and I'll think about even doing 1 trade with a 40 pip stop loss, because, you know, but then again, the reward is quite a high amount, you know, about 70 pips. 70 pips now, it was, or 69.5, it was about 72, but I, of course, took that away whenever I slowly entered my stop losses. Whenever I probably could have just hung back a little bit and, you know, not been so impatient. That is one thing I need to work on, is my patience. Next trade that was called was a Euro USD. I think I gave an update on this one already, about how we thought we could buy and then buy to sell. Unfortunately, it went right through where we wanted to buy. And there was, you know, it kind of seemed like it was stalling, I think, right here, and so we threw out a trade. Hey, maybe we can just get it to buy, and then it would go up, and then we could sell. But unfortunately, the euro dollar has just kind of stalled all day. Hasn't been too much movement in the market at all. That being said, there's been quite a few other trades that's been passed out there. Now, one trade I did call out, and I was happy I called out on my own. And if you follow me on TradingView, you will know I called this out. I called it out, and I even put it in the chat room, and somebody laughed at me. They said, "Oh, you're following the trend. Following the trend, that's all you're doing. Oh, noobs follow the trend." I said, "No, man." I said, "I'm not just following the trend. Yeah, there is a trend line here that's happening, okay? So, number one, you do have a break of trend, right? You have a break of trend, you're going up. At this point, I didn't make a higher high, so I was kind of, you know, skeptical. But what I did do is I threw 2 fibs on here, right? I threw 1 fib from this high right here. Let me do a little libs. I did 1. You know, from this high right here, I threw a fib there, down to this fib here, down to this little point, right? And then, of course, that gives you these numbers through here. And whenever I called this out, it hadn't, I forgot where it was. It was probably somewhere around, it was actually right around where the entrance area was whenever I called this. It was probably somewhere right around here, because this was last night. Yeah, 7:15 last night, because I did call this out last night and got in the trade. And after I placed those fibs, I noticed, here, let me just go ahead and get rid of these. I forgot what I did with these. So I noticed that it was around the just below the 0.382. So, you know, any trader will tell you if you're below the 0.382 that you're basically trading at a discount. And so then what I did after that is I took another fib, and I'm not exactly for sure how I got this. I don't think this was here. I think it was here, to be honest. Or maybe I placed it at the 0.168. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was going to get at least to the 1618 and then come back down, or at least hit this and then go to the 1618. So if I drew the top line from the 1618 and I drew the bottom line to where, well, evidently it did hit this point last night, or else I wouldn't have drawn my fib there. And then I looked at where it was in this one, and it was, you know, again, basically a discounted rate, basically. So I'm looking at both of these, and I'm thinking, okay, this is a discounted rate. You know, I think this is probably a good spot to buy. Also, is going along the uptrend. It just made the reversal to the uptrend. Sure enough, I think my target was just to maybe just a little bit above the 0.618 level I think I had here. But as you can see, it has completely smashed that and went higher. I think I just took my profit because I forgot what time it happened. It was right in the middle of work, and I had no time to change it whatsoever. So had my take profit. That's fine. I'll take that. What I was kind of expecting was a little roundabout. I was expecting it to kind of hit this, come back down. I didn't know if I was going to trade on the down end and then probably hit, somewhere right around here on the 618 level of this, which would also be around the 382 level of the larger one. And then also around the trend line and then continue upwards. That's how I was thinking about placing a second one. But instead, what I am going to do is I'm going to remove this here. Because now we have a trade that has been called out from Mr. Wizard. Right, we got short position at 10,980. Right, 10,980. Stop loss is 1108.7. I'll just leave it somewhere around there, and target's open. So I'm going to say it's probably going to come around here. Actually, I do believe he put a target on it. Yeah, 10,745. So that is, I have 10,643. He has 10,745. I was just there. And maybe that has to do with another fib. Let's get rid of some of these fibs off of here. So maybe he took the fib of this and down to here. And he's saying maybe a little bit around the halfway point. Giving a little wiggle room to push up into, and maybe a little drop. I think it'll drop. You know what? I don't know. I don't really know about the NAS, to be honest. It's very volatile. There's really no rhyme or reason to it. I just caught it on a very, very good spot last night, and took advantage of it. That being said, there are a ton of other trades that are out there that he has placed, and let me see here. I'll just go to indices. So here he's talking about that was the SPX, so this has been a while. So here's the NAS. This is his chart that he has for NAS. His perfection that he calls for the SPX. There's his call for NAS in the indices channel. Of course, I love this little gift that he's got. Do a little dancing, asking him to send his profits. So here we have the Forex channel. This has been quite active. He also had a Bitcoin call that I'll show you, I guess. Here's, there's the gold call. Here's the NZDUSD call, the one that's been made in my existence. We have a GPB odd call that he got a wick entry in. I still have placed an entry. I'm waiting for it to come back down. It's basically a retest. Here's the U-Frank. U-Frank was basically a sniper entry. It's the one that's actually been in profit all day. But yeah, been quite a few different calls. Been a pretty profitable day. And all thanks to Wizard. I had my one call that I made that was the NAS call, but other than that, it's been all Wizard. So that'll be this video for that'll wrap up this one. I'll do part 2 whenever we start getting the second round of trades starting to roll in. But other than that, yeah, just let me know what kind of trades you guys had today. If you can, what kind of other weekly trades you're looking for, what pairs look to be the best. To be completely honest, I'm kind of clueless. There are some. To be honest, I've been wanting to trade gold a lot more. Gold has been something I've been looking at, and it's very wonky. But then again, it's not something like an indices. Like, SPX is more my thing versus NAS. I like SPX better, primarily because you can you have a little bit more control over it. It's not as volatile. You can throw more pips at it if you want to, or you can play it safe. You're not going to lose a whole lot. That's one thing I do like about it. Versus NAS, to where if you think you have a stop loss set, and think again that it could take it out in like a heartbeat. So other pairs, I'm really not too sure about what pairs are going to be good going on this week. I don't really have a good analysis. I'm just showing you the trades that have been thrown my way through my friend Wizard, and I'm hoping that if you guys want to cash in on some good trades, check them out. I'll put out the information in the description. Also, if you want to check out my other video I did about clean pips, which is a free service. I'll try to update you, give another update on that one as well, from the trades that were still hanging over, because basically they were, right now with clean pits they were in the negative, and looking for some good trades to bring them out of the positive. And I'll try to see if I can't find some other services as well to do some reviews on and bring some knowledge to you guys. Especially the beginner traders that are out here. Especially me as a beginner trader. There's no way we're going to be able to place our own trades in 100% full confidency. A lot of us do look toward, a mentor or, somebody that we can look up to. And I do that right now with a paid service. While I'm doing it with a paid service, I'm understanding, how he trades. I'm analyzing the chart, how he would analyze it. And so I'm looking at other pairs and stuff that same way too, which is how I looked at that, NAS call. Even though he didn't call the NAS call, I looked at it, and I'm not a big fan of trading NAS, but I just thought it looked perfect the way it was set up. So, the more knowledge the better, and hopefully I can bring that to you guys, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you don't think. You don't have to think at all. You can tell me you hate me. I don't care. Hate speech is real speech. Just don't try to burn down my house or anything, guys. That's really all I ask. That's not too much to ask for, is it? All right, guys. Well, have a good evening. Happy Monday, and have a good week. I'll see you again hopefully soon.